All right, welcome back to Project Beamers. I'm at the lab right now. What I'm doing is an inventory of the interior swap that I'm doing. So pretty much in the E38, I'm swapping out from gray to black. If you've been following the channel, you saw first we started with taking out the back seat. It was gray, so I had to go out and get a black one, and here it is. And I'm gonna just look at the condition of it, see what work I have to do to it. Pretty much, if you get a close-up, it's pretty decent, but it's just never been dealt with as far as any kind of conditioning. So I got issues here. This is like a little gouge. I can actually fix that. I do upholstery, so pretty much all this stuff can get fixed. This is not horrible, but it is cracked. It could definitely be fixed so that it won't look like that at all. There's a spot over here. I noticed this is just dirty. Yeah, that's just dirty. Same thing here is dirty. It's just pretty much distressed if anything else. But overall and generally good condition. I got the headrests. Remember, we took the headrests off. The seat belt part. Remember in the car I was telling you that I didn't really need the ones from in there, so I took the whole things off. I'm replacing them with those because they're black. Even these pieces, remember these? They slip right in here. Those. So I made sure I got those black. So when you're doing like a swap, stuff like this is important, because imagine I wouldn't have got this piece and I just would have gotten the seat. The other one was gray. It's totally different. So if I had that in there, it wouldn't look the same at all. So that wouldn't be desirable. You have to source out all the pieces that you need. So I had to get that. I had, that. There's another one there that is not here, but I do have it. Matter of fact, let me go get it. This is the piece that actually goes in there. That bolts down. So I do have that. That straps on to the other side over there. I have that over there. And then pretty much what I'm going to do to clean these, I'm not going to use any kind of like degreaser or all-purpose cleaners. A lot of people, when they do detailing, that's what they use. I sometimes use it too, I'm not going to lie. But for leather, specifically when I want to restore it back, I use specific cleaners for leather, like Lexol, this leather cleaner here. I use this. There's a conditioner that they have. It's for leather. And then they also have a non-darkening dresser. Well, it doesn't matter here because this is black anyway, but if you're using for a beige color or whatever, this works pretty good. And I've been using those kind of products on leather for years because I have a lot of leather furniture and things like that that have to be conditioned every once in a while. So that will really bring the shine out of these. It honestly will make these look brand new. Now, something must have been laying on some of these areas. Like you have these little indentations. With time, those things will come out, especially when I do the conditioning. That'll come out as well. But for the most part, these are all the pieces that we got out from the back, minus the rear deck. I still have the rear deck. I'll show you what's going to happen with that, because I wasn't able to get a black rear deck from the place where I was sourcing all these pieces out. Didn't have it. But I did get the proper pieces for the seats. I was able to get the headrest, the centerpiece. Those are all the pieces that we took out. Now remember, there was something attached to here, actually the door sill that was attached to here. I don't have that in black, so I'm still on the lookout for that piece. Or I'll just make the ones that I have that are gray now, I'll change those to be black. That's not a problem either. But here go the seats. Next thing we did was the doors, correct? Let's see the doors. All right, look, the doors that I was able to get, very good condition actually, black doors. This one has issues that I could easily fix, but I actually got 2 sets of front doors. So I could actually take all of the trim off of here and put it on there, and there's nothing wrong with that door. That door's fine. All right, that door is good. So this door has trim on it as well. That one doesn't. The guy just had an extra set of front doors that he was parting out. He just threw them in, so I took them. Whenever you're doing sourcing of parts, negotiate, man. Get whatever you can get, because you never know what you're going to need, especially if you're a builder. Like if you're consistently building vehicles and you buy them, you build them, you're going to need parts. You're going to need door panels. You're going to need switches. You're going to need regulators. You're going to need all types of shit. So wherever you can get them, get them. I got all of these doors and the back doors. I'm going to show you the back doors in a second. All these doors and the back doors for 70 bucks. 70 bucks for all of the doors and the back doors. You can't beat shit like that, because if you try to get these anywhere else, you're going to pay at least maybe $100 a panel or whatever. Some dudes be bugging when they try to sell stuff. You go on eBay. I'll let you guys know in another video where I go to source my parts, because I'm in this business for years of getting different types of parts specifically for BMWs. So I got a lot of connections and sources that I can put you on to some of them. Can't put you on to all of them, because, you know, I got to respect my people too. They don't want me sending everybody to them. But I'll let you know some stuff about where you can get some doors, center consoles, dashboards, pretty much whatever you need. Motors. I keep it BMW though, so any other make, I don't really deal with it. I got other people that do, but this is Project Beamer. My thing is Bimmers. These are e38 740IL front door, driver and passenger. I got 2 sets. I put out the back doors. So just to show you that I did get the back doors. Now, I know some of you might be saying I'm restoring an old 1997 car, blah, blah, blah. You know, some people, you know, that's how they think. But don't for 1 second get it twisted at all, please. This is official James Bond shit right here from the 90s. This car came with window shades in the back. Now this is some shit from 1997. And I did manage to get the window shades. The smaller window shade piece, this one, on the other side is broken. So I have to source out another one. But this is just something cool, all bullshit aside. When you want to restore a vehicle back to its pristine condition, because this is was a kick-ass car back in its day. I'm not even gonna front. The 7 Series was the shit. And the one that I have, it's pretty much fallen from grace, let's just say. But with the skills that I've come across over the years and my passion for this brand, I don't know why I have a love for BMWs, but just something about them that I've always liked. So I just give back. This is a rescue situation. It just needs a little TLC. It's nothing to give TLC to a car that once looked like that, so I know the potential is there. And it's the little things like this, just sourcing out the proper products, making sure that when you do find something, try to get it in as good condition as possible. That's a tip that I can give you, because that way you don't have that much work to do to restore it or to fix it or whatever you got to do with it. Like with these doors, all I got to do is pretty much clean them up, dress them up a bit, put the things back on them where they go, make sure that the clips are all reinforced, and then mount it back on the door. And that'll be 1, 2, 3. Not much work, not much effort at all. Nothing that I wouldn't normally do in general maintenance of the interior anyway. So this is pretty much a come up. And like I said, I got all these doors plus an extra set of front doors that I showed you before for 70 bucks, man. Can't beat it. I was doing a part out with this guy. Met this guy on Facebook Market. And he was parting out an E38. Black interior. That's exactly what I needed. So I got the seats, I got doors, and most of the interior parts. I'll show you guys in a sec. The next thing that we took out in our build were the front seats, right? So I showed you guys the back seats. Then we took off the doors. Then we did the front seats. So let me see the front seats that I got. These are the front seats. All black. Pretty much just dirty. They're not that bad, but they are definitely dirty. I have to condition this. This leather is worn, is cracked. You see? I could condition all of that though, so I'm not really worried about that. There's glass right there, so I detect some breakage. Maybe somebody broke in the window. Let me throw that out. Dirt is pretty much the only thing that this has going on. I see something here. There's a gouge there, right there. Fixable. Now this seat, same thing, dirty. Definitely got to clean all that out. I think I see a cigarette burn there too, right there. Yep, see? And then I see some more glass under there. Yep, somebody broke the window. That's window glass. So that's the seats. Now on the back of the seats, see, those are just regular package holder. You know, put some items in there. There's different seat backs that come from the different types of seats. You could get the contour seats, the sports seats, and depending on which ones you get, the seats from the 750 have like some type of laptop or some shit that comes out of the back. So there's all different type of seats that you can get, attachments for the back compartment. I'll look into see which one I want to end up getting. I'm definitely going to upgrade the back of the seats, make them look a little nicer. And that's part of this project. So you'll see exactly what I do to the seats. I'm just giving you a general idea and overview of how to get your part out sourced together for when you're doing interior swap on your car. So we took out the back seats. I showed you that. The front seats, here they go. We took out the door panels. I showed you that. We also did the center console and all the dash area. So I'll show you that. This is the center console piece, all black. This is the cover that goes back here. I got everything that belongs to this. Got the shifter, cup holder. Everything's in there. Now the only thing I got to do with this is pretty much clean it up. So this is good to go. Black. This is the under dash trim for under the steering wheel. I was able to get that. Definitely need that. Now this particular one, the previous owner had issues obviously trying to get the latch out. This is the latch from the park and brake release. So we see it's broken. So I still have the one that came off the gray under dash piece that I have. That I'll use. But that comes off back here. See, there's some screws that are attaching that plastic piece to this. You had to get those off. I guess he didn't know that. So he just brute strengthened it off and broke it. A lot of people have those issues. With these cars, the way that they are put together, sometimes it doesn't make sense. I'm not even gonna lie. They put bolts in the weirdest places, but there's special tools that you can use for them. I would imagine there was a tool that they could have used to get back there. I know how to do it, but I don't know how he was trying. Now this, unfortunately, is broken. I can't even use this. You see, in the original design, there's a screw that you see in there. That screw is attached to this whole plastic housing, and that comes out. So there's a nut that attaches a bar across, and that would hold the glove box. That's how the glove box is supposed to be held on, so it doesn't fall like that. Right now on the other side, that's broken off completely. See that plastic piece? That's broken. So I can't even use this at all. Unfortunate too, because otherwise it's in pretty good condition. So can't use it. Before I toss it out, however, what I am going to use from it is there's a part number on there. Right, that's the part number there. It's a BMW part number, and you want to make sure you get that so that when you get a replacement of this, you at least know where to start on your search. Like, definitely I'm not using that so that I could go to the factory and get a piece, but on my internet search, I'll be able to start looking and see if I could find that piece. And here's some other miscellaneous pieces that I would need. These are the exterior trim pieces. They're all right. They're just dirty, but the clips are good. I can still use them. I'm not sure the condition of the ones that's on the car right now. I know I have some broken molding, so I got replacement moldings from that car. Got those. These are very important to have. These are the door sills from the front. The front sills, and these are black. It's a good thing that I got them in black, because otherwise they would be gray, and that wouldn't work out for me. So I got both sides. Got some miscellaneous trim too. Just these things I could easily clean up if I need them. I think the ones that's on the car now I can use anyway. This was the broken window shade, the smaller side from the back window on the other piece. So again, you could get the part number here. See, that part number will let you know what the window shade part is, and it's just broke. It doesn't retract anymore. All right, so that's pretty much all the parts that we took off. This I have to get replaced. That I can use. The seats, everything else that we already showed you. There's some miscellaneous parts that I have here. Also, there were some parts that are still gray that I will not be able to use, obviously, so I'm going to have to make them black unless I get a replacement. Let me show you those to give you an idea of what I mean.